Oh, hey, welcome back. It's Tuesday, which means welcome back to my little live stream, which is now slightly become my, what do you want to call it? Love letter to the industry of the adult professionals out there. The web stream that started because I was talking into the void otherwise known as the internet. And I started talking about things because nobody else was talking about them. And I was needing connection. Kind of in a time where a lot of things were changing. Let's be honest, they're still changing. So what started as this one woman ranting into the ether has somehow become this incredible community of retailers, buyers, educators, distributors, influencers, manufacturers, and other industry friends that just thank you. You keep continuing to show up weekly. And so now this is all your fault. I'm just kidding. Thank you again for building the community and tuning in. So whether you've been here since episode 1, which would have been August, right? 2023, we're coming up on 3 years here. Is that not insane? Welcome. If you don't know, now you know. I am Tori. I am a sales director at Paradise, which is Paradise Marketing and the new sort of branch of Paradise Pleasure Products. I'm also your self-proclaimed condom charmer. And, recently nominated for Expo Woman of the Year. So just leave that there. I've also newly promoted myself to the LED Whisperer after we've been launching the Illumination Collection. So just have fun with all my titles. Roll with it. So thank you for spending part of your Tuesday with me. Oh, Blanca, you made it. Yay. I love the story of the start of Tuesdays with Tori. Thank you. Thank you, Erica. Maybe I'll make it a professional one at some point, but not today. That's just not in today's. It's just not needed. Welcome to the lady in a box of happy faces, ranting into the ether. Quick disclaimer before we get started. Today's a little bit different. This episode with Josh and Priscilla at Happy Minds was pre-recorded. So if you're leaving comments or you're asking questions live, I'll be still here in like the green screen of my digital green screen of this live. And go ahead, do as we normally would do, leave the questions. I believe Priscilla said she was going to try to be stuck in the comments so that if you did, oh yes, here she is. Priscilla's stuck in the comments. So still available. Please continue to ask the questions and be engaged. I do want to let everybody know that we're going to talk about a category that I'm not an expert in. And I learned a lot in this episode, but friendly reminder, I'm not a doctor or a pharmacist or a biohacker or any sort of expert on mushrooms. I'm here to educate and spark these conversations and introduce you to these fun products and people in our industry. So I think today's discussion reflects the experiences and perspectives of our guests, right? And with any wellness product or supplement, you need to do your own research. Always follow the advice of your hair health providers if you're doing that. If you have any medical conditions, I myself here on the show is for the opinions and the conversations. I'm definitely not, I'm not a medical expert. So also we are adults in the adult industry talking about adult things. So if you are under 18, please go stroll. If you have small ears in the car, because maybe you're listening, please maybe pause and scroll because we will do 18 over conversations, right? So my goal is to simply spread the knowledge and encourage everybody's curiosity. What you choose to do with your information is entirely up to you. Okay, now let's get into the show. And we are recording. And also, I made these happy face backgrounds for you today. It was very difficult. It was not, but I thought it would be fun and just eye-catching. Awesome. Okay, quickly, before we jump into it, I know there's a giveaway today. So I'll kind of segue our guests here, Josh and Priscilla, right? I'm going to give them a chance to have the floor, kind of tell us what they're doing here today and how they got here. Unfortunately, roped in to my pre-recording today. But I do also want to make sure that everybody watching knows that there's a giveaway. So Josh is the co-founder of Happy Minds. He's one of the visionaries behind the brand, focused on kind of expanding today's wellness conversation. And we'll talk about what it means to be an entrepreneur, building all this trust, trying to get a new brand out there, and what it's really like launching something into an already evolving, not just economy, but marketplace. So welcome, Josh. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got here and the giveaway before we get into lovely Miss Priscila?
Yes. My name is Josh Whitaker. I launch brands for a living. That's what I've been doing for quite a while. I have a manufacturing facility where we manufacture mostly gummies, but tablets now, as well as some drinks. Most of our focus is in the THC and CBD space. But when this product was brought to me, and we'll talk about how that happened later, I guess. But when that was brought to me, I said, I am not for hire for this product. This is an amazing product, and I want to invest. And I decided to invest in the company, and then I brought the brand to market. And my business partner, he's the one that actually created it, but I was the one that created the brand and the marketing, and I'm so in love with it. So
no, this is great because I don't know, like I've met Priscila in spaces, but you guys are like fresh blood to me, and I haven't had the privilege of kind of keeping up in some of the THC or CBD spaces just because the World Cup's happening. Just kidding. I've just been busy, so this is great. This is great for me to learn. Priscila, how you do? What are you doing? How'd you get here today? Get right? Shenanigans. I know you've been around for a little bit.
God, like 13 years plus, and going from lubricants to pleasure products. I was looking for something new, exciting. Met Josh at Champs. I was trying to get into the smoke world, and just trying to find a product that was just different and unique. Met these guys, love the message. I mean, he should tell you a little bit about how they came up with Happy Mind because I love that story. But it was just something that made a lot of sense. I saw this as a product that not only an alcohol alternative, mood enhancer, and it was just very, very exciting. And we've been, putting in the work for about a year, bringing it into the industry, participating in shows, and it's been amazing. So,
well, and as a sales director with a brand less than a year now, right? Illumination is just rolling on to 6 months. You guys have done a great job as far as visibility, right? Because even if I hadn't come to your booth or seen it, I was like, oh, someone's in the Happy Mind, whatever. There's a Happy Mind suite. We're having Happy Minds. Like it's been discussed, which I think is one of the most underrated, right? I get it. It's hard to track your impressions, blah, blah, blah. But word of mouth is still one of the most underrated marketing kind of campaigns out there. And you have to be the sales director of it, which means because you're growing, right? That also means you're the rep, you're the director, you're probably doing some marketing situations and just whatever works, not to mention all the feedback that you get on a new product, which I'm also learning firsthand. But like you still love it. If you're out to build something, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's been exciting working with a new company. It's been challenging. It's been fun, and as we're growing and we're learning, I mean, it's been a lot of fun to be part of this process. So we're looking forward to growing some more, adding some new SKUs, and just keeping everybody happy.
Oh, that's a tough shoe to fill. I'm trying not to make everybody happy, but at least listen. That's what I'm trying to do, right? At some point, people just want to be heard, but I'm like, I might not make everybody happy, and that's okay. But let me listen because maybe we can do something about it later. I don't know. I would have never thought the industry would be looking the way that it does, just post 2020, right? It's been an interesting 6 years, not just like our economy, but the way buyers are shopping in adult stores, right? You now have an assortment of commodities, right? Including gummies. Some places are selling chips. We've got all sorts of different enhancements that seem to be driving a lot of consumers into people's adult stores because, people are not spending as much money. It's like the lipstick effect. It's what can I get like now quickly, right? I got to grab my condoms, my pills, and maybe my mood enhancers, right? At least that's what I'm hearing about. We can talk more. We can talk more about all the things because that's what we do here. Dog also showed up. So if all of a sudden there's fluff balls jumping on my lap, it's because she's not used to me doing this early in the day. It's kind of nice though. My lighting's better. All right.
Yes.
So before we get into it, can you guys tell me about the amazing giveaways that you're planning related to today's show?
Priscila, can you do that?
If you guys could share, if you guys could like, comment, if you guys have tried Happy Mind, we'll do a raffle, and the winner of the brick and mortar stores could win $1,000 of products. So we have several different SKUs. We also have X tabs. And we look forward to talking to you guys about it. And
they're happy packaging.
Yeah, nice and bright. It stands out at the stores, the yellow. So we're looking forward to getting this into your stores and just, making it fun. And yeah.
So since this is free, go ahead.
In addition to that, which I didn't even tell Priscilla this yet, but in addition to that, anybody that's listening that hasn't tried Happy Mind, I don't care if you're a store or not. We just want to get the product into as many mouths as possible. So you will get a free microdose 4-count for any single person that just goes to the website and uses code Tori.
Ooh, Tori, people.
You're going to get a free microdose. You do have to pay for shipping, so please, that's all. You pay for shipping. I'll give you this for free. We just want you to try it. Like you don't have to leave us a review. You don't have to do anything. Just try it, because we know once you try it, you're going to love it. So yes, the code TOR. Oh, look at you. That was pretty fancy.
I got tools. Sometimes I can get it. Okay. So just to sum up, everybody, because this is pre-recorded, everybody who's watching the pre-recording live, right? I'll make a little list, and I'll make sure that you guys know where to go. So Josh gets all your information, and you all get a free Happy Mind sample. But one lucky winner, I don't know how we're going to decide that. I'm gonna let the powers that be here do that. They're gonna win $1,000 in Happy Mind. So that's a no-brainer if you are a brick and mortar retail store. I know, at least when I talk to buyers, there's a huge risk in what's the sell-through going to look like, or I don't have it in my budget right now. Can we plan it for this launch? You don't have to invest up front. You just need to put it out and see what happens.
Yeah, and it is like you said, a risk for new products like this in most stores. But we have learned that in the adult industry, we are not from this industry at all. We're from the smoke shop industry, which thankfully we like this industry a lot better. But our sell-through rate is so much higher in the adult industry. Like, people love this product in our space.
That's really awesome to hear.
I know, I love it. It's great.
Because I know, at least from my side of the desk, condoms do okay in smoke shops. Like, I wish they did better. And it seems like there was kind of like a boom for toys at one point, but it's not necessarily there anymore. I know it makes sense. Our audiences are the same, right? Someone over 18 who's sexually active and is probably getting ready to go out for the night or re-up or whatever it needs to do. But who knows? I didn't see, and I didn't hear about a lot of other brands having the same success that they were looking for. So I know smoke has done very well in adult shops, but I haven't seen too much of vice versa. So this is great. Thank you for validating.
Yeah.
You know what? One great thing about the smoke world right now is, with everything that's happening with all the regulations, they're also looking for alternatives. So that's why when I met, Josh, I'm like, they're trying to come into our world. Our world's trying to explore into the smoke world because it makes sense. So it's one of those that some stores, I have smoke shops that are bringing in toys. Just variety and different things to offer, just because the vapes are out, the flavors, 7HO.
Oh yeah, there was a huge flavor situation for a while, wasn't there?
Yeah, so it's exciting.
No, and you know what? I like kind of, I don't want to call us alternative markets, but I like markets that can move faster, right? I've worked at other corporate places where it's the difference between, turning the rowboat and turning the entire cruise ship. You just can't get things done as quickly. So like, I'm with you. I like working in kind of businesses where you can pivot a little bit faster. And I know things like adult shops and smoke shops, they also have the privilege of doing that, because most of the time they're family owned. So it's a good thing, but then sometimes it's not a great thing, because you're like, wait, the one person that I need to talk to, I can't talk to because they do everything. I digress. Okay. So we'll pick on Josh here for a minute. This is going to be fun. Are you ready, Priscilla? This is for you. Every founder has that moment where they think like, I has anybody else done this? I can't believe anybody, like, no one solved this. I know firsthand, I had that with my boss, Chris, last year at ANME, when he's like, why isn't anybody put, like, you know, the LEDs that are in game controllers into toys? Poof. Now we have it. What was yours? Or I guess it was you and your co-founder, your business partner. Tell me about that whole situation.
Okay, so this did not happen quite like that. This happened, this was founded out of a need to basically cure someone. So we can't use the word cure. Like, we can never say Happy Mind can cure anything at all. We'll never say that.
FDA, but hashtag, we're not doctors here. FDA, don't come with us. There's no claims here. Just testimonies. Okay, we got that out of the way.
But my business partner discovered that his wife was an alcoholic one day when he found about 15 bottles of champagne. She was getting drunk every single day off of champagne. And I'm talking about as soon as she woke up, she would start to drink champagne. He discovered this and sent her to rehab twice, came out and unfortunately relapsed both times. So as a last ditch effort, he just goes online and he's searching for days and days on what can cure alcoholism. Some like Eastern, what Eastern types of treatment, like what is there? Like, it doesn't matter if do we need to go to Peru into the jungles and smoke some weird plant? He was. No,
it is unfortunate. You're speaking to a whole other category of how the medical needs of many people go unheard because of the cycle we're in right now.
Yes, definitely. So he found that, oh, by the way, I'm from Denver. My other partner, my business partner, his name is also Josh. His name's also, he's also so
that makes it easy for your sales director. Yeah. Oh, email Josh. Which one?
Exactly. It does. Unfortunately, we do get confused a lot at trade shows. People come up to me and just say, "Hey, we've been talking for a month and a half. It's great to finally meet you." Like, I have no idea. It's not me. But
you're going to need bigger name tags at the show, right? Yeah. Like Josh W. and then other Josh. I don't know. We'll work on that.
I'm just, Priscila and I knock those out. It's good. But anyway, so he discovers, or he learns, that magic mushrooms, so psilocybin, the ingredient in magic mushrooms, helps with addiction. It doesn't say cures alcoholism or anything like that, but there's tons of PubMed articles that talk about how psilocybin treatments help with addiction. And so he says, okay, I'm just going to start. Oh, can I say this? He somehow gets magic mushrooms into his wife's mouth, and over a weekend she is cured.
Wow.
She's literally cured from magic mushrooms. Okay,
well, we won't say cured, but she's feeling much better. Because, right, it's a disease you have to live with your entire life. Okay, there we go. I'm just making sure. I'm making sure, right?
So anyway, he's like, oh my gosh, I can't. Unfortunately, psilocybin is illegal in Texas, legal in Denver, where we're from, but it's not legal here. So what can we do that is legal everywhere that we can get out? We can get the word out for this product, and not just help my wife, but help thousands and thousands of other people that are addicted to alcohol or looking for alcohol replacements. And so he discovers this specific molecule that is somewhat similar to psilocybin, but hasn't been studied that much and has never been made into products because it's extremely difficult to make.
Well, and yeah, you said it there. If it's not studied, you can't play the game when it comes to the FDA.
Yeah, exactly. So we spent a lot of money on attorneys. We want to make sure it's legal. We consultants and attorneys. We spent a lot of money just to make sure, and we did that for everything. That's the packaging. That's not just whether it's legal or not, whether we can sell it in Texas or not. None of that stuff.
You get one shot to make an impression. Like do your best to put your best foot forward, right?
Yes. So we first put it in a chocolate bar because we noticed that everyone has these mushroom type products in chocolate bars. So we're like, oh, we'll just be another one of those.
The sexy chocolates or the spicy chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. And but it's Texas. So I would put this in my pocket and then walk downstairs from my office to the manufacturing floor and it would melt. So I'm like, okay, we're not going to launch a chocolate bar in Texas. That's not happening. So we looked at gummies. We looked at all different other form factors. We did Laffy Taffy. We did all kinds of suckers. But I decided to go with a tablet, The tablet is just easier. It's easier to hold. It's easier to ship. It's easier to store. It's easier all the way around for everything. You can put it in your pocket and it'll never melt, right? So that's why we went with the tablet. And of course, if you go to pubmed.org and you look at what the things that it helps with, it's a whole lot more than just helping people with addictions. Like it is literally an alcohol replacement. Like we go out now and we'll take half of a tablet and we'll just laugh our asses off for 3 to 4 hours, and then it fades away and you go home and go to sleep and you wake up the next day. You didn't spend a crap load of money. You have no hangover. It's freaking amazing.
It is the best.
It is the best.
That's just wow. That I love that it's such a heartfelt story. So if I do get to meet the other Josh, I will thank him for. I feel like there's a lack of not just people, but definitely companies right now that, sure, we're all out to make money, but what is your story? Why give a crap?
Yeah.
This definitely has the backing of like a company that's like actually trying to help. So
Definitely.
I have a thing.
The overwhelming majority of people, they just want to have a good time, and that's fine. Like just go out, have a good time. You're saving yourself from not, drinking and doing other drugs all the time. However, my favorite market is the market that is helping people, right? It's the biohackers of the world. It's the people that are just like taking this from a microdosing standpoint. They just want to like lock in and get shit done, right? That's the people that I love the best. We sponsor veterans events because PTSD is unbelievable. Like the suicide rate amongst veterans is unbelievable. And there's a lack of medical needs for certain communities, VA being one of them. But also, as mentioned, addiction's a disease you have to live with for the rest of your life. So you come up with coping mechanisms to do that because, again, welcome to the cycle we're in of living in the US right now. Like a therapist had to remind me, like the amount of stuff that we're expected to do, right, is not a normal amount of stuff that should be expected of a human. Yeah.
So when did you kind of see that there was room in the wellness space or the adult space for Happy Mind? Where was your aha moment there?
So I had a distribution company before. So I not only was manufacturing, but I was also distributing to retailers and distributors and wholesalers. Again, this was on the smoke space. But I was distributing a lot of these mushroom chocolate bars. And whenever my business partner brought this to me, again, in the form of a chocolate bar, I just fed them out to all my friends and family and customers and said, what do you think about this? I mean, that's the best way to get feedback, right? I didn't tell anybody about the story about his wife. Like nobody knew anything about that. This was just, I am currently selling all these types of products. So what do you think about this? And everybody freaking loved it so much better. And it got to a point to where my direct customers would not buy the other product anymore. They said, we don't want that anymore. We want this. And at the time there was no Happy Mind. It wasn't called anything. It was literally.
Yeah. You're like, oh no, that was just like a sample. It was a whatever, right? I can't tell it to you yet.
But again, that's when I turned around and I said, you know what? I'm going to invest in this. I'm not going to take his money to create a brand for him like I have for over 50 other brands. Not happening. I'm going to invest and take ownership in this. And then, so that's whenever it was launched. And it's just so much better feeling. Like this doesn't, it's not trippy. Like it's not like you're taking psilocybin or some of these other smoke shop type chocolate bars where you're like seeing things and like, oh, there's little people over there. No, that's not what it's about. You're just having a good time. You're just laughing your ass off. Priscila can tell you stories.
It's so much fun. So the first time that I tried it, I did a half. We're on a road trip and I was just talking and it was subtle. Like I didn't feel like it did anything to me, but I'm like coming up with ideas, like entrepreneur. I'm like, the second time I tried it, I'm like, oh, half didn't do anything to me. I did a full. I'm at dinner with the girls. And then all of a sudden, like 30 minutes after I took it, I'm like, woo, like it hit me. And it felt like 4 tequilas, 2 espresso martinis hit me up at once. And I was like, so it was hysterical. It lasted, some 3 to 4 hours. once it's out, I mean, you feel great. You didn't have a hangover. I was home at 11 and normally be like, where are we going next? Like, what are we doing? So when I was home, I got here and I recorded a video and I'm like, who am I? Like, this is so cool because I had a great time. I was locked in. I was connected, laughed my ass off. I wish the girls would have been on it too.
Oh my goodness. No, I do that now. Like I go read last week's emails and I'm like, who was that? Like I was professional, crazy.
Yeah. And I'm like, who am I? It's 11. I'm not hungover. I'm not drunk. Like I feel great. And then the next day I felt great. And I'm like, this is really, really cool because not only are you connected, most people are on their phones, people are, together, but you're just not locked in. And it was a great experience. And I'm like, this could be, for different markets, alcohol alternative, mood enhancer, you with your partner, you feel saucier. Like it just does so much. You just feel so connected that I'm like, I'm locked in. Like
it was like oxytocin immediately almost, right? Hey, that's all it is. Hacking your brain chemistry.
Yeah.
Right. Just so you have a great day. That's super fun.
A couple of my favorite reviews because of where this is being shown and who this is, for was at XBiz in LA. Two different girls. One of them said, "I hate people." And this is before the show started. Like she's working in a booth. She's like, "I hate people. I hate it. I hate it here." Because I'm asking her, like, "How are you? Like, are you happy to be here?" No, I hate it here. I hate trade shows.
Day. Yeah.
Here, just try this. You thank me later. So she comes back a couple hours later and says, "I love people. People are great." And then another girl, which I hope to see her. She's awesome. She said, "I hate trade shows." She's like, "I despise trade shows. Like I like people," because the other girl said she hates people just in general. I hate trade shows. And within a couple hours later, she's like, "I love trade shows. I'm going to work all these trade shows. I love Happy Mind so much." Blah, blah, blah. Just like she loves it. I learned then that it makes introverts into extroverts.
Okay. Well, what does it do to already extroverts?
It just makes you extrovert.
Oh goodness. I don't know if the world's ready for that.
I can imagine you, Tori, with your energy. I mean, I would probably laugh my ass off.
I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I'd love it because I think I'm hilarious. So I think it would be horrible. I think it'd be horrible or it'd be amazing. We don't know. Stay tuned. So looking back, right? I know it's only been a year, but I always like to kind of highlight that like it's okay to fuck up. You just have to learn from it. Was there anything looking back that you do differently? Is there a mistake that you're actually grateful you made?
So my specialty is launching brands. So it's a lot different for somebody who gets paid to make sure they avoid all the pitfalls, right? For me, it's a lot easier to launch a brand. We've done really well in the first year. I think my biggest regret was we went too hard in the B2B side of things and not enough in the direct to consumer side of things. And
it's a delicate scale. Yeah.
Yes, it is. That when we went straight B2B, there was no customers going in and asking for the product. So if the staff wasn't trained well enough, which we do have a pretty good little training system, if they weren't trained well enough, they don't know what it is because we're not able. Our attorneys told us you can't put what it is on here. You can't put all trippy things. It's not trippy. You can't put mushrooms all over it. Like you can't do all the things that would tell people what it is in order to be compliant and to be legal. So if you don't have that and you don't have the people walking in for it, then it's a tough sell. So that's why I was saying that the sell-through rate is a little bit more difficult there. But now, as we focus a lot on the direct-to-consumer marketing, running ads and doing stuff like that, doing podcasts like this, now we get into the store.
It's not quite a podcast. I'm not on Apple.
Well, that's a good point. But we have people going into the stores asking for it, and now when people see it on the shelf, they recognize it. I mean, at least twice a week now, we get stores reaching out to us to carry the product. And so, even though we've scaled back the push into the B2B world, now the B2B world is still coming to us. So it's working wonderfully now for the retailers and the consumers for both. So
I feel like you just spoke to my heart. That's like what me and my boss have been talking about for like the illumination side, right? We spent a lot of time and money on the patents and just making sure we had the molds right. And It's really great product, and we're manufacturing out of Vietnam and not China. And but now it's like, okay, we spend a lot of time and energy on the product, because if you have a crappy product, what are you doing, right? But we don't necessarily have what I'm traditionally used to, the budget, where it's like you'd already have your influencer set up, you'd already have all these things. But it's also really great, kind of like what Priscilla was mentioning earlier, where you have the momentum to do it together with your audience. But yeah, now I'm like, okay, nobody knows about us. How do we figure that out?
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's been a great learning curve. I'm always coming up with ideas and begging Josh on things.
Yeah, like, right, you're just paying her in pills now. Just like, right, okay, if you want me to work for you, I gotta get the good stuff and shake the creativity out of my brain. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's been great. I've been learning a lot, and it's just been really, really nice just learning the other side of just managing and not just selling, but just, creating. So it's been good, problem solving, like our packaging and how should we do this and that, and just having a team that fully supports you, and you're just, growing and looking for different ways to just put this product in different, whether it's honey, whether it's gummies, like, it's been great.
So it sounds like you guys have the capabilities to just keep this going, right? It's pills for now, but who knows what it could be with more time and more resources, right?
Yeah, I'm Priscilla just put it out. I wasn't going to tell anybody, but yeah, we're launching a gummy SKU. Yeah, so thanks for putting it out there, Priscilla. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's fine.
We can plug it in the ANME section again too, right?
We are launching the gummy SKU for ANME. Everybody wants the gummies. Sure, these don't melt, but also our gummies don't melt either. So we're gonna be good.
Yeah, I think with the happy packaging like this, I'd almost expect a gummy, right? Yeah. Like, oh, okay. I guess the world's just trained on gummies, right?
Like some people can't swallow. So my son can't swallow. I'm like, I'll crush it, I'll mix it. So I'm like, a gummy is a great way to just, you pop it in, you enjoy a little bit of the flavor.
And it makes my stomach hurt less. Like, right, I have to take pills sometimes. It makes my stomach grumpy, or I have to have eaten first, right? Especially with like vitamins. Like the gummy vitamins don't do that to me.
Interesting. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Okay.
Sensitive stomach people. Here we are. No, and I just have I'm not like your son. I can swallow pills because I had to adult, but I always have to take it like not with water. I usually take it with like green juice or like a smoothie or some sparkling water, because otherwise it's just
I chew it. I'm special, so
even better, right? Although sometimes when I think it stays in your mouth,
I like bitter, so I don't mind. So it's funny when people ask, they're like, "Hey, we're together," and they're like, "So do you guys swallow this?" And he's like, "Well, Priscilla,
she can't swallow anything. You gotta crush it up and put it in her ice cream." So Priscilla, consumers hear words, or our customers in the B2B, they hear words like mushrooms or adaptogens and microdosing and focus and psilocybin. That can be kind of overwhelming pretty quickly.
It is, and that's been something that I've been learning how to navigate, and just the wording, just because people think at first it's like, oh, it's like magic mushrooms. Everybody's tried, some sort of mushrooms. You ask people and they're like, so it's more of a mood enhancer. And it's very similar to, the side effects of magic mushroom, but it's a mood enhancer. So depending on who you are with, the vibe is always different. It just makes you happy. You're having a great time, depending on how much you take. If you microdose and you do a quarter, you got to get things done. You lock in, you work. It's a day that I'm like, spreadsheets, all that. A half is a social. So you do half, and you're vibing, you're laughing, you're with friends, you're connected, whether it's a movie, you're having a great time. And then a full is party. It's the Matrix. You feel like you're in the movie. Colors.
This already is my movie. Welcome.
We watched the Matrix on a full, and I swear to God, I was in the movie. Like, I took the red pill.
Movie hits different every time I watch it, right?
Well, I'm like, you need to see it at Cosm, which is it's kind of like the Sphere.
And the Wizard of Oz too was amazing.
I believe it.
Amazing! Oh my gosh, the Wizard
of Oz. I'll add that to the bucket list.
Yes.
But yeah,
You're
no,
gonna-
it's one of those things that people get nervous thinking like mushrooms are never done. It's not like a drug. You're not seeing anything. You're not feeling anything. You're not tripping. Even when you smoke weed, sometimes something hits you and you're like, woo, or you're too hungry. Like it doesn't. It's very subtle. It's just a mood enhancer. It makes you happy. You're feeling great. You're with your partner, sex, touch, like everything is, a little more electric. But it's a mood enhancer. I've been with friends where I laugh my ass off, and then with people you're just vibing and you're having a good time. And then you realize if you're drinking, you're not drinking as much because you're not chasing a buzz. Like you feel great. You're sipping your drink. 2 hours go by and your drink's all diluted because you're not chugging. I'm like, who am I?
It happens to me because I'm talking too much. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
I will tell you that although we knew what this product was going to do with people that were heavy alcoholics, we did not know what was going to happen with people that wanted to continue to drink. And Priscilla, you just brought up a good point. We were in Vegas when we were launching the product in Vegas at a smoke shop show. And there were about 12 or I don't remember how many, 12 or 14 people sitting around a bar in Vegas. And we all were on Happy Mind because we're all friends. We're all, brand owners or distributor owners. And we're all sitting around and we all take Happy Mind and we're all just laughing to death. And at one point I look around at my drink and it's completely watered down. And I look at everybody else's on the bar. Every single one of our drinks was watered down. And that's when I realized, oh my gosh, like a side effect of this product is you don't want alcohol. For some reason, it just doesn't taste the way it does when you're out only doing alcohol. Like it just sits there. You don't want it. You still
someday. I hope you guys can go do some clinicals because I'm wondering what it will do with spicy brains, right? Because a lot of times the drink or the fidget is just because I can't sit still, right? And I'm trying not to pick my face. So I'd be interested to see again. One day when we have the research, star, we're not telling anybody anything. It'd be interesting in my own testimony if that makes me sit still. However,
we're already going down this path. It's $200,000 for just the most basic study. It's over $2 million to do an actual clinical FDA registered study. And we're quite a ways from being able to.
Yeah. Why do you think there's not registered CBD lube yet either? Right. No one wants to pony up. But by the time the first person does it, you can ride on all their coattails. It's just an interesting beast, that FDA.
Exactly.
Okay, so Priscilla, how would you explain just Happy Mind? You did a lot of good explaining, but how would you do it in 30 seconds or less? Like pretend we're at the trade show time and I'm a buyer, right? I'm hearing a lot of words. I'm concerned. FDA raids have happened. I have a low budget. In 30 seconds, explain what this is.
So Happy Mind is a mood enhancer, depending on what you take, whether it's focus, clarity. Quarter is a perfect dose. If you do half, you're with friends, you're social, you're vibing. It's a great social pill. And then if you do more of a full, then that's your party, that's your colors. You're at a rave, you're at a party, you feel great. You feel like, you had a couple of tequilas, you're vibing. It lasts 3 to 4 hours in your system. Once it wears off, you're able to sleep. You don't have an upset stomach. You don't have a hangover. And you just had a great time. So it's just a great mood enhancer. You're with your partner, intimacy is saucier, or with friends. So you always get a great experience depending on what you're doing, what you're chasing. And it's an amazing alcohol alternative as well. So
I feel like you maybe should or could brand like, what's your love language? Because for me, quality time, like not even just romantic, but just like quality time with people, like super gets me buzzed and going. I was like, it seems like you almost get to make that quality time connection.
Yeah, it has lion's mane and turkey tail. So you're just connected, which is something that not a lot of people are. You're feeling great. You're listening. If you're having intimacy, you're not thinking like, is my kid going to come in? Did I do this laundry? Did I do that? You're just locked in. You feel great. It's subtle. It's, and it just, everything just is more enhanced. Everything is just happier. It's a greater vibe. It's a great, great product. And that's the reason why I locked in with them, because I'm like, we could do so much out of just this alcohol alternative. mood enhancer, ADHD. I mean, it helps your mind in so many ways.
I mean, that's the end all be all, right? If you can hack your brain, if you can get the good, right, the endorphins, the dopamine, the oxytocin, and the serotonin, you're having a good day. You remind me of a friend had told me once, like, could you imagine how your day would go if you weren't so like pressed to do all the tasks? Kind of just sounds like you just do your tasks instead of worrying about the time.
Yeah, the biohacking world loves us for sure. I mean, speaking of that, but one thing, we get the craziest reviews, everything from just downright funny to make you want to cry because it has helped them so much. But one review based on what you just said, quality time. This one woman, she's a friend of a friend. She was recommended by my friend to take it. Didn't have anything to do with this review, but she was just taking it because she wanted to feel good. And she takes it, and then one day she texts me after a few weeks had gone by. She's like, Josh, I feel like a bad parent. I realized this product makes me love my kids more. This makes me want to be with my kids more. And I feel like I've been a bad parent in the past because now it's like, and that to me, that's crazy, right? It's like,
it's crazy.
It's how can this do something so great?
Level up moment already achieved in the brain there.
And yeah, some of them are pretty like heart-wrenching reviews that are, it's pretty crazy. So
wow. Is there anything you want to share that your customers have taught you guys as you kind of started out on this year journey?
I think for me, the biggest feedback that's important is that some people, most people, they don't read the back. They don't read the instructions. So they will look at something like this and say, oh, I'll just take all three. I'm like, no, you shouldn't even take one. Like, start small. It very specifically said, like, start small. Like, start with a quarter of a tablet. Start with a half a tablet. Like, start small. The biggest feedback that we have gotten from this, which is our first SKU, was that people were taking too much. And that's why we came out with this SKU, because it takes
just one
to equal one of these. So now we like to start everybody with this and say, okay, you're going to start with this. You want to take all four? That's fine. It's a lot more difficult for somebody to say, I'm going to open this, I'm going to take all four tablets. They're going to look at it and say, oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't take all four. Maybe that's why
because the blister pack is not there. Yeah. Interesting.
And there's a lot of stuff out there that are not as effective. So people think like, oh, I've had something similar, and then they go and do a full, and then to your surprise, you're just like, woo!
Isn't that the story of condoms in general, right? Everybody thinks latex still smells, or that there's not one for them, right? Like when you have a bias in someone's head, or like a narrative, that's oftentimes the biggest hurdle to overcome first.
Yeah, and then just depending on, if you ate, if you did it. And so it's one of those, starting small is the best way to go. Doing a quarter, focus, doing half. I think half is just perfect. That's why we're coming out with a 5 mg, because people will do the full 10, which is a good time. But yeah, gummy. Gummy and tablet.
Yes, exactly. That is the other thing that we're doing is we're getting rid of the 10 milligrams altogether and just saying, you know what? We don't want anybody to have a time that they don't fully enjoy. So now the new packaging has 6 tablets in it. However, they're half the dose. So now instead of 3 10s, it's 6 5 milligrams. So
people want everything as figured out for them already. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. That's yes. That's nobody's going to eat 6 tablets. No, they're going to be like, why are there 6?
We don't recommend 6 tablets. No.
We have other customers that have taken 6. She's like, 5 was good. 6 was too much. I'm like, well, that would translate me.
No,
I was in a wheelchair.
Okay,
but
noted.
High tolerance. I mean, some people, but it's one of those that I'd be tranquilized.
No, it's everybody's own chemistry, right? Like my nephew reacts weirdly to like Advil, but then one time he needed to get a spinal tap and then like didn't even react to ketamine at all. So it's like sometimes you don't know until you don't know. And then especially being a woman, right? Estrogen makes us more prone to just getting more allergies. So like, right, something that used to work maybe doesn't work anymore. Super fun ride this whole life. So just to segue quickly, I did talk about the ANME show last week and kind of what to expect for newcomers or people that have been there for forever. Will Happy Mind be at the ANME show?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is where we let the people know, right? This is now, so you're going to be there. If retailers are attending or any of your buyers, like where can they find you? What can they expect when they stop by your fun booth?
I don't know where the booth is necessarily, specifically, but you will be able to easily find us because we're going to be bright blue and yellow. And we noticed that most other booths are not like us. So yeah, you will definitely see our just like your backdrop here. That's our booth. So yeah, you're gonna see.
I made it black, not blue, though. My bad.
You're fine. Black and yellow is correct. That's our packaging. But for the trade show booths, I want it to be brighter and even more happy than.
Are you color theorying us? Blue is calming. Blue is calming for everybody.
Blue just matches my eyes. So
there you go.
That's what I'm saying. So he does it.
You know what? That works. If you're a co-founder, you get to pick some colors, right? Make you look good.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then we'll do the raffle. We'll do the raffle based on people that comment and share. We'll send you guys some free Happy Minds. So anybody that wants to try Happy Mind. So if you need my email, I think it should be in the flyer, but if we could post that for the winner, and then we could probably give the winner their product if they're at ANME next week.
Ooh, that would rock.
Yeah.
We can do a video.
I'm bringing 1,000 of these. So everybody that comes by the booth is going to get one. We want, again, like I said, the more people that this gets into their mouths, the better this world is, not just people in LA. So
look at her. She's like, that's good. Write that down. Good thing it's recorded. The new hashtag. All right. So if someone's still on the fence by the time they come see you at ANME, what do you hope they're going to walk away thinking about after your guys' meeting and meeting the lovely duo here?
Priscila, do you want to answer that? I definitely have an answer, but do you want
so I mean, we've dealt with big brick and mortar stores where she was iffy at XBiz about bringing it in. She tries it that night, comes back next day, and literally takes a pallet. I mean, it's that kind of product that it just has a lot of great rotation in the stores. It's been doing amazing. It's that kind of product that they'll tell their friends will tell their friends. And it's that kind of product that it's just by word of mouth. So you bring it into your store and you're going to realize, it's a lot of them can't keep it in stock just because it has that high rotation. So it's been a great product.
That really rocks. I hope it brings more foot traffic into adult as well. Kind of like what you were mentioning. That's the number one thing I hear with buyers is we just don't have the traffic.
Yeah, definitely. We're launching a store locator on our website. Maybe, I don't know if it'll be by the time ANME's around, but we started putting little cards in boxes that are going to retailers. So when a retailer opens up the box, there's a card that says, scan here, send us a picture, let us know your name, address, phone number. We're going to add it to the store locator. Because a lot of people are buying our product from distributors or wholesalers and they don't even know, right? So we want to be able to, we want a customer to be able to go to a website and see, oh, it's at Fascinations right here. I'll just go to Fascinations and pick it up. They don't need to buy it from us. They can go straight into the retailer and get it immediately versus waiting. So the answer to your question, similar to what you said, was what I want people to leave with is this product. So that's my answer is much easier. I don't care.
What do you hope what are they thinking about after two? Right. Okay. So that works.
I'm feeding people. That's what
I don't want them thinking. I want them to have an opportunity to experience.
Yes, exactly. But similar to what Priscila said, we also a show or last we had a girl that told us I'll have to get with my management team, and I don't know if we want to bring this in yet. And she's giving us all these excuses. And then she tried the product that night at a party, and then she came back the next day and immediately placed an order for all the stores.
She's like, "Oh, forget it. We're figuring this out." It's
good once you try it. So yeah, that's what I plan for everyone to leave the booth with is that. So.
He's going to be handing them out at the happy hours.
Happy hours, yes.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
In our industry, I mean, we work all day and then, we hang out, we network at night. This kind of product, I mean, it keeps you awake. It gives you like a little, it uplifts you. And then you're having a great time. You'll remember tomorrow a lot of conversations you had and you feel great. You're not hurting the next day. So it's something that, I mean, in our industry, the way we hang out and it's just, day after day, it's exhausting. So it's a great product that in the morning you take it, you're locked in, extrovert, introvert, and then at night you're just socially vibing and you feel great. So we look forward to passing this around.
And I look forward to hearing other people's testimonies. I'm always curious, like, did you like it? Did you not? Just because I'm
I was
curious.
really hoping you would have tried it because I'm like, if you would have tried it, I wanted to hear stories.
Well, now you just get to see the stories in action. Isn't that better?
Yeah.
The best.
Okay. Do we have time for some rapid fires really quick because they amuse me, and then I'll let you go. I know I've gone a little bit over on the time that was scheduled on the meeting.
Yes, definitely.
All right. So this is just like, don't overthink it. Both of you, please answer. All right. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Favorite trade show city?
Las Vegas.
Oh my gosh. It used to be Vegas, but I have to go there so much that I hate it now. Miami.
Okay. Miami. I like that. What's your favorite retailer visit so far?
Fascinations.
Oh yeah, definitely Fascinations. Yeah, we had.
I keep them close to my heart.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. That's a given. Fascinations for sure.
What's your favorite business book right now, or podcast?
Ooh. I'm reading Atomic Habits right now.
Okay.
Little things produce results. Just changing 1% like every day, or just focus on the 1% little thing every day can have massive change in the long run.
That rocks.
Yeah,
So
it's good.
Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
Used to be a night owl until I started playing pickleball like full time. I play like 5 days a week now, and like the best players, they get up early and play in the morning. I hate it, but I've started
like golf. I never understood why people get up at 6:30 in the morning on a Sunday to go play golf.
Yeah, it's anyway. I'm a morning person now. Literally, I am a morning person. So.
There you go. One wellness product you will never travel without.
Peptides.
I need to get on this peptide thing. Apparently,
even though our product does not contain any CBD or THC or kratom or any of that stuff, the product I will never leave with, I always leave to travel with, is I have some sleep gummies that we make that are the best. They put me to sleep. It doesn't matter what you're on. Like, that doesn't sound right. What I mean is,
no, because some people have medication that keeps them up or whatever.
Yes. Our sleep gummies, they put you to sleep. They put me to sleep, and I never have a problem sleeping. But when I do, pop a gummy, 30 minutes later I'm asleep. So I never leave home without those.
That sounds like a nice problem to have. I don't have problem sleeping. My hormones regulate themselves. Best career advice you've ever received?
Ooh.
I know you probably have like 10. You can just pick one.
Yeah. Don't market to your target market. Market to the people that are marketing to your target market. Yeah.
There's a name for that. I can't remember it at the moment.
So like if you're business coaches and influencers and affiliates, those are the big people.
Yeah. I call them the early adapters, right? The people on the fringe.
Yes.
Fringe, if we can still use that word.
Oh, it is right. I would say, God, in the sales world, I mean, it's just, I don't take no's for answers, and that's just kind of what I do.
That's your best career advice you've ever received? Okay. I like that. Especially in sales. There's something about being persistent.
I'm very persistent. Let's go.
What about worst career advice?
God,
I would say leadership. I mean, just being a great leader and being a good human being to your team is just one of those that, just being a great mentor and just listening to me is key to having a great staff, happy environment.
And you guys are a smaller team right now. So I feel like communication is probably more important than, sometimes it's important regardless, but when you don't have huge teams just doing stuff, you kind of have to talk about everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the worst advice is probably good at some point, but like just assume it's going to work out. I think for a startup, that's no problem. You can assume it's going to work out because if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. But if we move into the gas station market and these guys are marketing to 50,000 gas stations and we're just like, yeah, I'm sure it'll work out. No problem. Let's go ahead and invest $300,000 in product and SKUs and pallets upon pallets. And then it's like, it didn't work out. The gas station market is not for us. And now we need to buy back pallets upon pallets. And so, yeah, we don't assume that everything's going to work out anymore. That happened with one of our CBD brands, by the way. We got into GNC and a couple other big box retailers, thought it was going to do amazing. No, nobody bought it. It was just too expensive. And we literally had to buy it back. And that company went bankrupt. So
wow,
the best pain product that you could buy, I mean, it was amazing. Did not matter. No one at Dick's Sporting Goods wanted to buy it. It was just too expensive.
Wow.
And GNC, and like we were in Golf Plus, like it was amazing.
No, the amount of product that doesn't make it, that is good because they maybe don't have the startup, the cash, people don't know about them. It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so until the PO comes in, well, I guess they went bankrupt, so it doesn't matter, but right, nothing's real until it's in writing. Don't forecast, and you can forecast, but don't start ordering.
Yes, exactly.
This will be fun because I don't know the other Josh, and then Priscilla gets to just describe you. But describe your business partner in 3 words.
God, he's goofy. He laughs a lot, especially when our robotic dog does something.
Oh goodness! Yeah, the robotic dog.
He's a geek, a total geek. A dork.
Adorkable. There you go.
Yes. Very techy.
I do love my robotic dog and I do love AI stuff. So yeah, I guess I am a little bit of a geek for sure.
No, that's good.
Yes. My business partner is, he is loud and rambunctious. He's a very huge teddy bear, extremely caring. And just like loud and like happy all the time. He does take Happy Mind a lot, but in general, before Happy Mind, you
gotta believe in your product, right?
Yeah.
What the McDonald's guy won't even eat a McDonald's burger, right? Like Steve Jobs didn't give his kids iPads. You gotta believe in your product.
Yep.
Will we meet him at the show?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't go to the shows much. No,
that's fine. Just wondering. Be like, hey, you're the teddy bear.
He did come to Altitude and he loved it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that one's in Vegas, so a little different, but I don't know. It's tradition to go eat at the Daily Grill every July now, right? Gotta do it. Okay, last but not least, if you weren't doing this, what career do you think you would have?
Ooh, that's easy for me, Priscilla.
Yeah.
You go first.
I just signed with the St. Louis Shock. It's a professional pickleball team. I'm in the minor leagues, of course. I'm not.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm extremely happy. And if I wasn't doing this, I would be devoting more than just 5 days a week. I would be devoting like 3 or 4 hours a day and 7 days a week to pickleball.
So you don't even have to go to the gym anymore. You just pickleball.
Well, I do, but yes, I don't really need to. I guess.
That rocks.
Yeah.
God, and if I wasn't doing this, I just became an administrator. My mother had pancreatic cancer. My grandma had dementia. So to me, taking care of people is rewarding. So I'm starting a little assisted living in my house, and I'm super excited for that. Just being able to give back to our elderlies and hoping that somebody does it for you one day goes a long way. So just taking care of little old folks. My daughter, we talk about like she's in charge of like the activities, the bingo, and everybody's just like super pumped up.
That's great. So yeah, like you're like, I care about being able to care. Yeah. I think the world has lost sight of like humans are supposed to love one another and like serve one another, not in like, well, we have boundaries and blah, blah, blah. But right. Like, I feel like there's so many walls and we're all so busy and distracted. I think it's great that you're doing that, right? We're on this earth to love one another. Yeah. That's a different show.
Just giving back feels nice.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So this has been so fun. This is the part where I let you go on with your lives, but we're going to shameless plug. So you can tell everybody where to find you, and if they have questions, how can they schedule a meeting? Will you be at any other shows? All those fun things. Do it now.
Go, Priscilla.
It's fun.
You can check out our website. tryhappymind.com, Priscila at theneurosource.com. We are also at National. And then we have, Fascinations. We have several brick and mortar stores. But I think the best way to, check out our website, hit us up, and we're available for training. We're available to, visit your stores. Any way we could help out, we're here and available.
And use the code Tori. Oh, where did my thingy go?
Yes.
If you're listening, and go to the website, that tryhappymind.com.
Yes.
And you can try your own.
Put the microdose in your cart and use code Tori, and it will be free. You just have to pay for shipping, whatever that is, like $4 or $5 or whatever it is for shipping. You're good.
Right. Nobody makes money on the shipping. It is just to the logistic gods. That is what happens, unfortunately. Okay, this has been so exciting. If you would like to leave the audience with one final thought before we officially wrap up this, now is the time, right? It doesn't even have to be business. It could be whatever thought you want.
I promise you're going to be happier if you just eat this. That's it. I promise. I can't, I'm already giving it to you for free. So I can't give you your money back, although I would if you bought it. But no, I'm going to give it to you for free anyway. So just try it. That's it.
Yeah, so, this is an awesome product that everybody at least should try. Start small doses. It changes. I mean, it's changed my life in many, many ways. And based on all the reviews and the stores that they're in, everybody loves it. Everybody has a great experience, and it's just all we want to bring to your stores. Good margins and happiness.
You know what? They're spreading happiness. How can you be upset?
No, that's it. Just be happy.
Right. Right. It's just, have fun. Don't overthink it. And, maybe make some money. We'll see. Right.
See that.
Right. So thank you again for coming. Thank you everybody watching for spending part of your Tuesday with us. Don't forget, every live viewer receives a Happy Mind sample when you go to your code, and one lucky viewer is taking home a $1,000 prize package. Throw it in your store. No, there's no risk there. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to like it and share it. Maybe share it with someone that wants to be part of this conversation, or if you want to be part of the conversation, feel free to reach out on the socials, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yay! Thank you, Tori.